packages are coming like a mystery parade. Another day, another box on the way. I tell her, baby, maybe we should slow it down. She laughs and spins around, says I like what I found.
I don't even know where to start with this one because it's a large haul that I am really excited about. I have a wide variety of items. Most of it comes from Temu. Some of the items that I have been waiting on to help brighten people's day, kind of give them a smile, maybe a laugh or two, finally arrived. So we're going to look at that. I have everything from books, jackets, rugs, just there's a lot to share with you. I want to say thank you for choosing to watch this video. If you are new here, I am Maggie. This is Deals and Distractions. I do a wide variety of hauls here. I always share my honest thoughts, my honest opinions, and I try to share little tips and tricks along the way to get the most out of your money. This bag has some of the items that I have purchased to brighten people's days, so we're going to start in this one first. I've been wanting to send out cards, so if you're someone that receives a card, you may get some Christmas, may get some Valentine's Day, you might get a mix of a lot of different things. But I want to dive into this one first. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I was curious and I love the look of this. It is a plastic bracelet with this kind of, it's clear, but it has that oil slick with all the rainbow colors in it. I like that. I think this was a $2 bracelet. Is it plastic? Yes, it is. But they had a wide variety of different styles. They had thicker ones. I can't remember the name of this one. It's smooth. It's pretty. It's, yeah, it's fun. It's a very fun bracelet. I feel like this is very spring, summer kind of. I think I am craving the sun and this springtime. Am I craving summer? Not necessarily, but that I think that'll be a lot of fun for the summertime. Okay, I've got a bag here. Apparently it's going to be nails. I haven't really gone through all this yet. Okay. From off the top of my head, these nails don't look exactly like I remember. Oh, update on these nails too. I ordered a large, which I always order a large, but I feel like these are an extra large in a lot of ways. They're very cool, very strong, very pretty nails. But for some reason, they just feel larger than a large, more like leaning towards an extra large. But I did buy large. And I have been linking all the... No. In the description box, I have been putting the links into the items again. I try to do my best with that. Sometimes I don't always have time because of my job, but... I thought these were black, but they are leaning much more to a green. But I do think they're beautiful. There's crosses on here. They've got a cat eye effect. There's little pearls. I do think these are really pretty. But I thought they were black. But in person, they have more... Maybe it's the gold making the black look green. They don't look exactly like the picture from off memory, but I do like them. I have definitely been adding to my collection with the nails. I haven't been giving my nails as much of a break as I usually do. It's like when one pair comes off, another pair goes on. So I've been adding to the collection. Oh, okay. So I am not going to show this. I don't want to get red flagged or offend anyone. But what I will say is that, you know, pleasure is a part of being a human. Like, we all do it. It's part of how we make babies. We'll just say that. But there's something in here. I've had really good luck with adult toys from Temu. There's been a few that I've had for multiple years that are still going strong. And I purchased a new one. Of course, I clean it, disinfect it, but it's fun. I like to experiment with different things, and they're really affordable. The only thing is sometimes they're a little noisy, but if you're interested, it's something, there's nothing wrong with it. I just want to say, should I have not added that in this video? Maybe, but let's just be honest. It's one of the things that I have purchased, and I've been enjoying them. So, but I got 50 stickers of all the Wicked themed. You know, I love a witch, no matter what kind of witch. Oh, the Emerald City just fell. There's a heart with, and I really kind of like this because, you know, there's like this whole thing of like good and bad, what's right and what's wrong. And I love this. Two opposites, like pinky swearing, staying together. And I'm very symbolic. I am all about, oh, that's a beautiful sticker. These are really nice, really colorful stickers. Of course, I keep dropping them. I think I already showed that one. I'm not going to show them all, but I love the symbolism behind this. I love the meaning behind it. Every year there's like a theme or a word that I like the year to represent. And this year for me has been unity and thriving. And it's been difficult already because of all the things that have been happening. And I like those stickers that even though there's like the good and the bad, they still come together, which, you know, depending on your point of view, what's right and what's wrong. Anyways, okay. That I want to add to stickers. Also these 50, another 50 pack of stickers. I don't want to sleep like a baby. I just want to sleep like my husband. Okay, so these are the sarcastic stickers. These are just meant to make people laugh. I don't burn bridges. I just loosen the bolts a bit each day. That is hilarious. These are also really good quality stickers. Being an adult is a bit out of my price range right now. Not my problem. They're really bright. They're really colorful. Every word is easy to read. These are fun. These are fun stickers. Well, aren't you just a fun little lollipop triple dipped in psycho? I love these stickers. Some of you, my friends that I'm sending stickers out, well, you guys are going to be receiving some of these. One day I was born, then everything bothered me, and that brings us to date. If you don't like me and still watch everything I do, you're a fan. Interesting. Okay. Boss isn't a little, boss isn't a title. It's a state of mind. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with that. Horrible idea. What time? Like, I'm totally down for it. Anyways, totally fun, sarcastic, but also uplifting stickers at the same time. I mean, hopefully you understand my sense of humor. I know some of you will. So I thought these were really cool, fun. I think these were like $3, $4 at the most. I think, you know, adding these to little gifts, little presents, well worth to bring a smile to someone's face. Okay, I'm a little terrified to open this. I did kind of open it up because when I got this bag, I could smell, like I was a painter. I've been around paint thinner in my life, and all I could smell was paint thinner, and this bag actually did have, it's weird because I don't understand. It had a ton of liquid and condensation. It does come with a little dropper, like a little dropper thing, and a little pusher, like nail cuticle pusher. But this is supposed to be a nail debonder. to where you can put your finger in to either get your old glue residue off, which was the reason why I bought it. I'm not going to put my fake nails in, but I have a hard time sometimes getting the old glue off. So when I put new nails on, they sit nicer and for a longer period of times. But what I didn't understand is that this is sealed. This is completely sealed, but yet there was a bunch of kind of liquid and condensation in this. I don't smell it anymore though. I don't smell, so maybe it wasn't even the nail bonder, rebonder that I was smelling. I'm not sure. I'm not going to recommend this until I try it, honestly. It just says keep sealed. I don't know all the ingredients. I don't know about this one. I don't know if I would recommend this. And I do want to mention that I left a comment on Zachary Michael's one of his videos where he was talking about Erin from Hey Everybody, because we all love Erin, right? Erin is she's one of a kind. She's a joy to watch. And I was just saying that, yes, maybe sometimes we can overconsume, but at the same time, Erin has just such a great personality. And I also mentioned that I also too haul Temu items, but I also try to bring some value and, to my videos. And I had a woman, like, weeks after I left that comment, clapped back to me and told me that I don't care about people because I haul from Temu, that, everything causes cancer, that just all these things. She clapped at me. And I was like, oh, woman, okay, I understand. Just because you have your own opinion, but you obviously have never watched my videos. I wanted to clap back at her and say thank you for assuming that I don't care, because I actually do care. I care quite a bit, and it is something, before I started doing the hauls, it is something that I considered. And I realized that actually I realized that so many things that we haul from Temu actually come from the same factories, come from the same manufacturers as Amazon and all these other stores, TJ Maxx, Ross, and all these other places. But because it's Temu, it's bad. Or because it's Shein, it's bad. And I also realized I did a lot of investigation, and I did a lot of, well, not investigation, but I did a lot of research. And what I realized is that not every country's morals are the same as the US. They start working at a much younger age than we do. And let me be honest, I was in a bookbindery factory when I was 12 years old. So you can say what you want, but to assume that I don't care, I kind of wanted to clap back at her, because I do care, and I would never recommend something that I thought was going to be harmful. There are so many chemicals. That was the other thing that she told me, that there's so many chemicals in that causes cancer. And it's like, lady, do you know what's sitting out in my front yard? What's sitting out in my front yard is supposedly to cause cancer, but it's okay because it makes our internet faster. I don't know. I wanted to clap back. I didn't, but I do care. I do care, and I would never recommend something that I am not an advocate for, that I haven't tried out myself. Anyways, so speaking of things that you can get from Temu, but you can also get from Amazon, the same exact thing, except for, it even came basically in an Amazon bag. And I got it for a much better price on Temu. And it is, I'm trying to see if it says Casely. It's CASLY lamed sweatsuit. You guys, these are good. These are good. They are comfortable. I got mine in a size, oh, here we go. Here's the tag. I forgot. Again, you can get these on Amazon as well, but I prefer to buy it on Temu because I can find it at a cheaper price. I did get this in the black version, and I also got it in the blue because I love it so much. It's so stylish with the stripes. It's very stretchy. There are no thumb holes, but it looks a little cropped, but it's actually not too cropped unless you have a really long torso. It actually sits at a perfect spot. The zippers are great on this. And I got mine in a medium. Yeah, medium. There is this extra like fabric here at where the zipper, inside the zipper. And it does kind of have a sporty collar on it. We'll come back up. There are no pockets in the jacket, which, you know, is okay. But it has a sporty kind of mock neck on it. I love this. And then the pants to match. These are so comfortable, so good. I'm trying to see what the composite is, what they're made out of. 45% rayon, 48% polyester, and 7% spandex. Machine wash with dark colors. Again, it's not something that I would dry, but it has this really thick waistband. The stripes are on the side of the pants, but what is cool is that here's the front. So it's not just a straight stripe. It gives you, here's the pockets, and they sit in the front of your leg and instead of on the side, which I like because it doesn't make your hips look bigger. And then on the stripe down the front, it kind of comes in down along the front. It's weird. It's hard to explain unless seeing it in a picture. It's not on the side seam. It runs kind of along the side seam, so you kind of see the stripe more on the front of your body instead of the sides. And these are wide legs, so stretchy. These are good. It's so comfortable. It is silky feeling, but it's not that cheap polyester gross kind of fabric, which if we have time we will get into, but I highly recommend this brand. Love this. If I remember, I will put a picture up of me wearing it. I'm sorry, time has sometimes gotten away from me. I can't believe how far we've barely gotten into it. This is another one. I'll get through this. Oh, this is the black one. Okay, I think they also too have that same kind of style, but in kind of a thick tank top style. So cool. Such a good brand. I highly recommend it. I think this is the same one, just in the black. Yeah, same one in the black. It feels so soft, so silky. Just such good quality. Yeah, you know I love this if I bought it in 2 colors. I do just want to give you an update real quick on my mermaid teardrop necklace. The first time I took a shower, the kink came right out. I choose to wear it up here higher, but there's about a 1.5 to 2 inch extender, so it could come down probably where my little fun spinny evil eye is sitting right now. But it's beautiful. I love it. And also this bracelet does sit upright. It's perfect. And I did look at the details, and it says it's all cubic zirconia, but it looks like there may be amethyst, citrine. I wouldn't call that an emerald, but there's a green stone. It does look like you have 2 bracelets, but it's actually just one clasp on the top. I love it. I love it. And it doesn't matter what way my hand is sitting. It's really good. I love this. Highly recommend. I picked up these magnets because I did pick up a charger. I haven't necessarily checked this out yet, but I have charged it. But I needed to pick up these magnets to go on the back of my phone. There is a white one and a black one. I do need another phone case too, because right now my phone case is still the Christmas theme, which is fine because it's wintry instead of just like Christmassy. I didn't share this with you guys. I just popped it on my phone. But from Temu for a couple bucks. I've been loving it. But I need a new one because I got this charger. I got this portable charger that is supposed to be magnetized, except for my phone doesn't have a magnet. So I bought these magnets that are sticky on one side, my magnetic on the other side. Because by the end of the day, because I'm always, throughout my workday, I'm listening to podcasts, watching videos, watching other haulers, and my phone is almost always dead. So I picked this up. There's a button on the side, and there is a little LED screen up at the top. Says it's at 82% right now. There's a USB port up here. There's multiple ports on the side here on the top. And then it also has all the cords. So it has like the fast charging cords for Apple. It has even the like old school chargers that sometimes we still get. It's got the C charger. I can give you an update on this, on how well and effective it is. And then I believe, even though this is really thin, I believe this is a USB port, but I love the fact that all the cords are already attached to this charger. I think it was like $14 or something. I noticed so many of us haulers have been on a, on the same theme of getting new types of chargers, but at the end of the day, after I get home from work, I'm like, hey, I'm going to stop in this store and get some footage, and then my phone is dead, or I'm talking to friends and my phone dies. So hopefully that prevents that from happening. Check out these nails. Again, I got them in a large. I saw Trisha from Trisha's house. She had hauled some nails that were similar to this from the Dollar Tree. And for months, I've been looking for these nails that are similar to this, not exact. The ones that she found were kind of white and black. But I saw these on Temu. They are kind of like the comic strip, but I really like these. They are square tipped. I find that I prefer the almond shaped, but I wanted to try these out. I wanted to see what the quality are because I have friends that were also looking for the Dollar Tree ones. I tried to find them, never had the luck. I feel like Trisha from Trisha's house always has the best luck with Dollar Tree. But they are actually kind of soft. They're not as strong, as sturdy as this, that is what I was worried about. Yeah, I'm going to snap these at work probably. If you're not brutal and really tough on your nails, I do think they're good nails. I think they're really cute. But just because of the type of job that I have and the fact I am not the gentlest, I feel like I will break these quickly. But we will see. We will see. Also, what's inside this bag? I'm hoping this is... I'm still waiting for little cards. Oh, more little stickers. We've got just... I think this is another pack of 50 or 25. It doesn't say. But they're cute little owls. I don't know what it was with the owls. I think it was their big eyes. And owls are just cool. Very, very cool. A bunch of stickers. Just something else to add into cards for friends. Actually, this doesn't feel like 50. This feels more like 25. I could be wrong with that. There's some other cards and stickers I'm really waiting on to come in. I do have... I think this is another pack of 50, and I think it says woman-inspired, sarcastic, or something like that. Reminder, you can pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Yes, yes, yes. As women, I feel like we want to put our family and our partners and everyone else first, and then we forget to take care of ourselves. Patience is the key. Stop trying so hard. But there's all these fun kind of pictures in different scenarios. Okay, arguing with anybody. I don't know what that means. Love yourself first. Yes, I agree with that. That is a process and it takes work sometimes. Ignore what's not worth your energy. Improve your focus. Take nothing personally. Make yourself happy. Remember your essence. Upgrade your life in private. Start over. Start late. Start again. Yes, I love the message of this. And it's like each book is a new message. I really like that one. Explanations for everything, for every decision I've ever made on an old disk drive. That's funny. I'm one of those people where I feel like I need to explain why I think something, or, just like, so you get to understand where I'm coming from instead of just being okay with my choices. I'm proud of me because I've survived the days I thought I couldn't. Yes, ma'am, haven't we all? There's days where we just feel like it's too much. I really love these. I love these a lot because they're cute. They're different scenes, different scenarios with just such great messages. These will be going into cards. I just need the last few things to come in. I'm telling you, they've been stuck. They've been stuck for a while. So let's move on. Okay, I picked this up because I was like, oh my gosh, she reminds me of me, and yet, no, at the same time, it's not what I thought it was going to be. So it came in a bag, bubble wrapped, and let's open her up to actually see. I haven't yet. I've got my Chromie ceramic knife. I love this thing. This thing is extremely sharp. I got it from Shein. Okay, so she comes with her own stand. We kind of have this little elf-ish. She's all kind of plasticky and rubbery. In the picture, she looked more of like a statue. She's very anime looking. I mean, she's cute. I like her. I do really like her. But what like sold me on her is that she took me back. She took me back to my band geek days one time in band camp. I actually technically never went to band camp, but I did play the flute. I was first chair in flute for a while. And yeah, actually, this is a flute. She just holds it funny. And the flute is like pure, just so flexible. I don't know. It's not the highest of quality. But you can put the flute in her hand. Not that this is the correct way you hold a flute. But there she is, holding the flute. She just reminded me of myself. It is very flexible. Like all the parts on her little belt part, or her tie, whoops. Her hair is a little flexible. Her ears are flexible. I don't know. It's all right. Would I purchase it again? Probably not. But I do like her. She will go up with all my other... She's cute. She is cute. The more I look at her, I do like the expression on her face. She does have some, if you watch anime, that's a theme. They all have big chests. I like her boots that she's wearing. Or her shoes. But that's cute. That's all right. Okay. Let's move on. Gosh, you guys, I have so much to share. You guys, I always overestimate how much I can actually get done. I do want to share this. I just cut it open and it doesn't look like it's exactly like the one I bought last year. I bought something similar to this and it actually saved our pipes busted last year. Like they froze and they completely ruptured, and they ruptured right before the water shut off. So much water flooded everywhere in our crawl space, ended up all over the kitchen, and my favorite heater that had the built-in fireplace that I got from Temu got destroyed. But then the people that had to come in and fix it not only got mud everywhere, but I have a driveway that is just gravel. So when the snow melts, when it rains, it just, you know, it's almost impossible not to drag the mud in. But I use it for my front door. And while this doesn't look cute, it's also, I'm about functionality and what actually works. Would I love to have a cute entrance? Absolutely. But cute is not functional with the way things are at my place. But I also had a rug like this. Now, this one is a little different than the original one. I wish this was as large as the other one, but this is actually very soft, and also my kitchen floors get entirely way too cold. And it's quite large. I think it's like 34 by 70. I don't know if it actually is 70. I'm going to have to measure it, but it's extremely soft, and these are really, really easy to clean. This one isn't rubber backed like my last one, but what is good about this one is that there is a plastic peel and there is a little bit of self-adhesive, but it's not to the point where it's going to leave residue on your floor. This will just keep it from sliding around. I do want to look for the one I got last year. I do want to find the original one that I had bought last year. I want another one of those. They're easy to clean. You can take it outside. Now that one, I don't know because the adhesive back, but my other one, I could take it outside because of the rubber back, spray it down with a hose, throw some Dawn power wash, scrub it down, hang it up to dry, and bring it back in. So anyways, my last haul, I did mention the eucalyptus that I purchased, and I'm going to make a short of how I decorated up here. I just need to get some more batteries first. Okay, there's not much of an odor to it, and I like this. It's very pretty. Of course, it is a, you know, plastic fake, but it's quality. They feel very nice. They look pretty. Again, when you get stuff like this, and if it's all squished and doesn't fluff out, you can take a hair dryer to it and kind of fluff it up, get the folds out of them. And this was only a couple dollars. I thought it was really pretty. It's quite full. I don't know. I like it though. I like it. This end is just kind of, you know, just a dead end, but I do like it. This would be pretty for all types of garland and even wreaths. There's so much you can do with stuff like this. There does look to be like a little wire hook at the end. I like it. It'll be pretty. I think it's too full compared for what I wanted, but I'll put this to use for sure, especially with spring coming up. I have no idea how I'm going to decorate yet. Now this one, I will tell you, I was disappointed in this because it's not what I thought, which is kind of my thought. I should have known better when I saw the price. I was just looking at the picture. I was in a hurry. I probably could have found something like this from the dollar store, but we have these cute little hearts with lights on it. They are, you know, battery operated little fairy lights with red, white, and pink hearts, which actually, that might actually work out really good for my garland up there. But it's not what I thought it was going to be when I purchased it. They are wired, so you can adjust them and put them where you want. So, and what I do like about these is I've bought like acorns and flowers for like the fall season, and they fall off. But what I like about these is that the wire is actually like wired through there, almost like the heart is a bead, which is much nicer. So it doesn't break off as easy. I don't know if you can actually see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I like them. I like them. And they were like not even $3. I mean, why not? Why not? Now, I do want to talk about this book. And it is a spiral bound book, Behind the Mask, a workbook of exploring identity, masking, and self-acceptance. I have a coach. When I started my journey of self-discovery, self-mastery, learning how to cope with my mental illnesses and my PTSD in a better way, I found a coach. Now, while she calls herself a business coach, and eventually one day down the road, I would love to own my own business, but she is also a mindset coach. She is a spiritual guidance like wizard, and she has helped me so much. And when she first told me, like, what mask are you wearing? I was like, I'm not wearing a mask. What do you mean? I wear my heart on my sleeve. But at the same time, when I realized that actually we all wear a mask, it was hard for me to accept at first. But the more I wanted to learn about myself, I realized like I wore a mask of anger to hide my hurt. I wore a mask of being tough when I really felt weak. And I thought this book, I wanted to check this out because really we all do wear a mask. We put a smile on our face to hide the pain. And I thought this was just now while this may be a book from someone else, I can't afford to drop $30 in every book that I am interested in. And also I am not, pirating books as much as I used to, so I am doing this now. I do have one legitimate book I'll share with you, but introduction, I'll just read like a little clip of this. There is a lot of different exercises, some real explanations of mass reflective questioning. I like stuff like this because when you become aware, you can make changes. You don't know what you don't know. You can't change what you don't know. So I love stuff like this. There's like, I guess, a little drawing for your mask. My masking mask. Let's see. Let's start from the beginning. Understanding the mask. Masking is like an actor getting into character. Sometimes we choose to get into character, and other times it's like the script chooses you. People mask for a bunch of reasons. Some might want to avoid sticking out or drawing negative attention, while others might do it simply to feel a sense of belonging. But here's the thing about being an actor 24/7. 24/7, it gets pretty tiring. Always trying to blend in sometimes feel like you're concealing your true self, the person you are when no one's watching or what, and that can be a bit hard. Anyways, there's so much to this book. I truly am all about stuff like this. Learning to communicate your needs. Sometimes we don't even know what that is. Sometimes we have feelings and we don't know where it's coming from or why it's coming. I think self-discovery, self-mastery is, there's a lot of things. I've been working on these things on myself for years now. But there's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. In this year, like 2026, I always have a word or a theme for each year. Last year was vitality and abundance. And while vitality and abundance also bleeds into 2026, the things that keep running through my mind is unity and thriving. And unity has actually been a really tough difficult thing right now because it feels like there's so much division. And while as humans, we are hardwired and programmed to survive, it's either fight, fight, run, or freeze, right? It's hardwired, programmed in us from the caveman days, from the tribal days. And I see so much division, and I tried to see both sides of the coin, and I asked myself, what would I do if I truly, for my survival, if I truly thought I was going to starve to death? Would I lay down and let myself starve? Would I let my family starve? Would I lay down and take a bullet? Would I lay down and just say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, if I truly thought my life was in danger? I mean, and then I look at like what we did with the toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic. I mean, we had a toilet paper shortage because we were afraid we couldn't wipe our behinds. And yet we are telling people that it's a right or wrong because they are trying to survive. And my whole thought is that I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but my thought is that we are all human and we are all here just trying to survive. There's no right, there's no wrong. I mean, would I break rules? Would I break laws if it meant feeding my family? If it meant not dying? Probably I would. And I think about these things, and it's so hard to, in my life, I choose unity, and I will continue to choose unity. I just ask you, if you have thoughts and feelings, what would you do to survive? What would you do for your family to survive? Anyways, that is my rant. I want us to continue to survive. I am tired. I've been in survival mode my whole life, and it's time to start surviving. No, thriving. Done surviving. Let's start thriving. Anyways, brain dump. This is hopefully going to be very helpful for me. If you can't tell by the way I speak, I have so much in my brain that it's hard for my mouth to catch up, let alone my thoughts. So I thought this book could be good. Main intention, a to-do list, priorities, calls, messages, emails, meetings, follow-ups, connect with, thought, sparks, quick ideas, creative notes, unfiltered thoughts. So you have, it's a spiral notebook. It is soft. I was hoping that it was going to be a harder type style, like a hardback, but it's fine. It does have a very, very thin piece of protective plastic as a cover, but you have all these days of all these brain dumps for each day. You have your date, your thoughts. I think there's like 50 something pages in here, so hopefully this will help me sort out a few things. I'm trying to get organized. I have goals, and sometimes I get really overwhelmed, and hopefully that will be helpful. I think it's a matter of actually using it. This is the box for the power bank that I picked up. Power bank, super quick charge. I guess there's a light on here. I don't see the actual light. I don't know what that little light bulb symbol means. I have no idea. But we will move on because I already showed that. I also picked up these to add to the decor, the Valentine's decor, and I feel like you could use this stuff for the spring as well. 30 pieces of stick red and pink heart. I wouldn't say these are heart, these are berries, but they are wired berries. I don't know, I would say they're probably about 7 inches long, maybe 8 inches long, and there's 30. It looks like they're in their own little individual bunches. So there's one bunch there. So there's 4 bunches, 2 of the red. Sorry about that. That got really close to the screen. There's 2 red and 2 pinks, but you can take the wire off and use them individually if you wanted to. I think this would be good for my little cups. Maybe add some more oomph around my cute little birch trees. I'm not sure, but I thought these would be fun to decorate and really super affordable. And again, something I feel like Could be used for spring, even into summer, not necessarily just a Valentine's Day. I really like these. I think if they were like $6, $7, you know, I always put the prices up on the screen. And again, I have been adding the links down in the description. So if you're looking for something, or if you ever have any questions, just leave a comment and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as possible. I also picked up this book along with the many others. I love this book. I actually want to pick up a few more of these. And I know that not everyone is into spells and the craft, but I also feel like beauty, self-love, good luck spell book. This is actually a book. This has a little paperback cover. It's beautiful. I love the artwork on this. And it's not just about like, first of all, I think doing like intentional actions make the thoughts more meaningful, and I feel like they make them stick. That's one of the reasons why I like the esoteric aspect of life. Use the mirror reflection spell when you seek clarity, insight, or guidance on a particular issue, decision, or situation in life. It can also be used for self-reflection and personal growth. However, avoid using this spell frivolously and always approach it with a sincere and focused intention. And then, you know, everything has energy. So there's different, you know, ingredients that you use, herbs, candles, certain colors. You know, colors represent different emotions. So you could call this magic if you want to. You could call this, you know, inner work. You could call this whatever you want. But I am all about learning, you know, self-love, radiant skin elixir, a quiet and peaceful space. I mean, the more peaceful and quiet your space is, the better your skin is going to look. That is just more stress, like causes aging, right? That is just kind of, but I love this book. I am all about self-love and self-improvement. You know, some people might think this is bad or wrong, that it's evil, that it's, you know, bad juju, whatever, but I don't think there's ever anything wrong with trying to improve yourself however you feel fit for yourself. And this is just one of the ways I choose to do it. I believe everything has energy, and energy is something that I like to work with. So there we are. Also, speaking of love, I picked up 2 more pillowcases. While I do love my bat, this is for the bedroom. I did get these for the living room, and they are conversation hearts. These are the burlap. You know, they have the look to it, the feel to it. It is only one-sided, but love her, my baby, love you, miss you, XOXO. Pillowcases. Yeah, it looks like it's the same repeating pattern basically on each pillowcase. But really cute. I got these. I always get my pillows in the 18-inch because that is what I got from Temu. And those pillows, I thought they weren't going to hold up, but it's been about a year and they're holding up pretty well. So maybe I was wrong. Oh no. In my last video, my boyfriend had the hiccups in the background, and now I have them. I don't know. Before I show these absolutely amazing boots that I'm so impressed with, oh no, the hiccups, they won't go away. I am back, and in the last video, my boyfriend had the hiccups in the background. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but I have the hiccups. Hopefully, I have gotten rid of them. But before I show what is inside this really beat up box, I was wondering if you guys wanted to play a game with me. I have noticed lately it's become more aware because I have been working more on my communication skills that in each video, it seems like I pick one word to kind of hyper fixate on, where I say multiple times very unnecessarily, and I just repeat it over and over. The last, my last video, I feel like I think I said hope 3 or 4 times in like the first 3 minutes. The video before that, the word was intense, and I kind of want to make this fun. I kind of want to turn this into a game in a way because I am trying to improve on my speaking, also be more aware of what I'm doing. And I thought maybe it would be fun. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But if you interacted with me, what if I put in before I post the video, I make a post in the community post, I think that's what it's called, where how many times do I say this word in this video? And if there's a word that I actually hyperfixated on, said multiple times, repeatedly, like unnecessarily, which I've said unnecessarily twice now, I would do like a multiple question type, like how many times do you, let's make a prediction. Is it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 7 times? Who knows? But I thought it would make it kind of fun for me to become aware and become a better speaker and also make it kind of interactive with you. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that correctly. This is just an idea that has recently popped in my head. But anyways, let's let's jump into this box. These looked beautiful on the website. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow, these are fancy. I've went into the strappy realm of boots. These are beautiful, actually. I don't know if these exact ones are in stock. I was looking at 2 different pairs. This is, pleather, fake leather, but I really like the stretchy straps on here. There's also a zipper on the side, but there was a kind of pair of boots, almost the same exact style, except for they were much shinier on the base of the boot. Oh, these are nice though. I don't know what it was about the straps, because I have another pair of boots with straps. More tennis shoe style. But I like that, the zipper on the side of the ankle, so you can adjust these. There is a way, it looks like, to, oh yeah, so you can tighten this part right here, this buckle. This buckle also does come undone, but there is a piece of like protective plastic over it. And they are they stretchy? No, this isn't stretchy. So you adjust it and then, set it and forget it. And then you slip it in. The rubber on the bottom feels so quality and like I'm not going to slip and slide everywhere. So I am loving these. They do come in 2 separate little dust bags. They do have a piece of styrofoam in there to keep their shape. Wow. Oh, crap. Oh, that's a bummer. It looks like there's a piece of the, which I could just cut off. It looks like it's just a piece. Okay. So it's just the inner strap and a little piece of, fabric hanging off. Ooh, I like these. I like the way they feel military and stylish at the same time. And I love the quality of the way these feel. They are bendy. They are flexible. Let's see what the inside is like. I like when they put protectors on the inside. Wow, there's more cushion in there than I thought there was. Wow, I'm impressed with these. Very patent leather looking. These are going to be fun with leggings and big oversized sweaters. I am wearing one of the hot pants from the other day. They keep me warm, and depending how I style them, I feel like an 80s rock star, or I feel like a, updated, like, you know, fashion. I don't know. Not really, but you know what I mean. I really like them. I really like them. And I think anybody and everybody can pull these off for real because they kind of hide your flaws. You don't see I may be skinny, but I still have cellulite. You know what I mean? And some pants will accentuate the cellulite, but not these hot pants. I don't know, hot pants, but the ones that I hauled from Shein. Anyways, okay. I love these boots. I am so happy with those. I can't wait to rock them. I love boots like this, but there we go. I wasn't putting them in the box correctly. There we are. There we are. Yes, yes, yes. Those are a huge win in my book. I think they were, if I remember correctly, those boots were like 30 something dollars, but I used my Temu credit towards those, so yay for that. Love them though. I have a couple other things, and then what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to sign off on this video, turn around, and record the rest of the fun finds I have, because I have so much more to share with you. And what I will tell you about this is that it is gorgeous and I love it, but it doesn't sit upright, which is a bummer. This is all moissanite, and it is sterling silver 925. Yes, it has 925 on the clasp here. I like the really big clasp. I like how it, the moissanite kind of bends a little bit, but at the same time, it's so heavy and top heavy that when you wear it, it falls forward. So you see it more this angle than the stones up front. I am still working on finding a solution for that. I don't know if maybe a charm or something else could make a difference, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful for the price. I think I have seen other people haul this. I don't know if they have the same problem as I do. I could kind of try to put it on real quick. I know I've been ranting, but look, actually, is it sitting upright? It's a beautiful necklace. I love this necklace. You know what? I'm going to continue to wear it. Maybe it was the way I had it on why it wasn't sitting. Am I going to prove myself wrong? Is it sitting right? Okay, either way, it's a beautiful necklace. Moissanite, sterling silver. I absolutely love it. And with all that being said, I definitely ranted in this video. I had tons to say. I usually do, but I want to share things with you guys. I truly do. There's so much more to me than just hauls, and I want to share that part with you. And I hope you don't mind. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you continue to come back. And I want to share little bits and pieces, and I want to grow together. I want to thrive together. I want to get out of this survival, and I want to thrive with you. So with all that being said, let me know what your favorite item was. What did you think of those boots? What did you think of the rug? I think this haul was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Let me know if you want to play the game of what word did Maggie hyper fixate on this one. I heard Zachary and Michael say, even though we don't necessarily maybe say the words correctly, if you understand what I'm trying to communicate, that is the most important part. I cannot thank you enough for being here and spending your time with me. I truly appreciate you. I cannot do this without you. So with all that being said, don't forget to love yourself, love a friend, love a stranger, and I'll see you on the next one.
We all need something that carries us through. And